Good evening, citizens. 3.15 is here, and we're getting into the verse for the first time. So, this is the account with very little on it. I believe I have a nomad and a dragonfly. That may be it. I may not have anything else on this account. So, this is the account that I'm going to be using for anyone who's new to the Star Citizen, new to the game, new to the verse, wants to follow along a bit, just to either see what I'm doing or kind of follow along and learn how to do some of that's a good one. Some of the missions or some of the mining or other techniques that are involved in making money in Star Citizen, starting from where we were to there we go. Sorry, I'm kind of working on this as we go along. So, this series is going to be really how to. Well, there's a good one. How to play the game with a basic starter ship. When I first did this series, I had us starting with an MSR because that's what I suggest most people get is the Aurora. I don't know why I called MSR. I wasn't really paying attention there. With an Aurora, because that's what I suggest most people start out. Start with an Aurora, $45 package. A lot of people start out with the Mustang or the Aurora, but you can really pretty much get what you want with that. You can start doing some missions. You can start buying ships in game. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars, although the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is coming up and there will be ship sales. So who knows? Because that's where this Nomad that I have came from. It came from the expo last year. So here, let's look at this. Flock of seagulls. Losing. Ugly. Usually I go with ugly. Should I? No. We're gonna want this. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, we'll go with that. So I'm just kind of designing my character right now. My thought is we're gonna have a character that has lost it all. He's just got his bare minimum now, which is his nomad, and he's gonna work his way back up. So it's gonna be a little different than if you have a Mustang or have an Aurora, but a lot of what you're going to be seeing, a lot of what you're going to be doing, a lot of the techniques I use will be cross-transferable to owning one of the other ships, because the Nomad is still considered kind of a smaller starter ship, a little bit of a step up. Not quite as good, I'd say, as a Cutlass, but I actually really like it. And so it's a good ship to start on this because I can move right away from doing a few things like a couple little fighting missions like bounty missions, maybe do some hand mining, but as soon as I'm ready to do some rock mining, I don't have to work to a ship that can carry the rock. I can just put a rock into the back of the Nomad. So that's going to be my plan. And so starting location here, I have another video on what I think the best starting locations. If you're going to do a lot of trading, maybe Area 18. If you really like flying a long distance in atmosphere and not having any land vehicles, but really a beautiful place, Orison. New Babbage, if you have land vehicles. I'd say New Babbage is one of the better places to start, especially if you are making a free account for the upcoming expo for the free fly. Make your account. Just don't forget to use a referral code when you make your account. I would choose New Babbage because that will bring you right to the expo to try it out. And when you do a character reset, if you buy a game package, you can do a character reset and choose a new starting locations. But for the expo, if you're doing a free fly, I say start at New Babbage. But since we're back to where we started, back to where it all began, the dirty, depressing Lorville on Hurston is where we're going to go. So that is our starting location. Locked in. Can't easily change that anymore without having to do a reset, I believe. And I'm not actually sure, now that this is not the PTU, but this is live, will a reset actually change your starting location? So if someone has found that out, let me know. But we are going to head into Lorville for the first time and just kind of explore and look around a bit and kind of see what I have working with. to work with, I should say. But we're not going to be doing a lot of actual playtime since it's almost 11. It's been a very long day, and so I say I'm not going to spend much time in the verse, but just you watch, it'll be midnight before I know it. So I'm going to take a little bit of a pause here while this loads up. Well, good morning, citizens. This is not technically the first video of the new series. This is going to be more of a prep work. So I've just created a character really quickly, and I'm just going to check out, see what I have, and make kind of plans on how I'm going to do the first episode to make my new series. But since I'm doing that, I might as well record. Oh, look at I mean, yeah, we're back on Lorville, but honestly, I love Lorville. I love the look. I love the industrial feeling of Lorville. So I'm happy to be here. So first things first, I don't know what we have. Before, used to hit F1 on Mobiglass and then go to your inventory, and that's gone. We have knickknacks now. Now knickknacks is where everything is. So you click on this, you're in Lorville. Click on that again, you can see your items here. I got my arc-light pistol. I got my Odyssey Undersuit. I got a med pen. I got the Balefire backpack. So the Balefire gear is the gear that arrived with CitizenCon. The backpack, the chest, the arms, the helmet. So here's the helmet here. The helmet, I think I pointed out before, but if you haven't seen before, this cowl only shows up if you're wearing it with the Balefire chest. Otherwise, the cowl is not there. It's kind of a new thing. Got the Nomad. This is the ship that we'll be using to start out with. Hill Horror helmet, which I earned free in-game at Halloween by getting visits at Jumptown. So those are the items we have here. Next, we can keep going. We got an Odyssey helmet. We got an Aurora MR for some reason. That is not in my hangar on the website. I'm wondering, is the Aurora MR, is that going to be provided to people for CitizenCon? Is that why I have this? If anyone knows, if anyone else has an Aurora that they don't normally have, I shouldn't have an Aurora MR. I don't know why I do. Pico the Penguin. This Pico toy was something that I received around the Star Citizen's birthday, was it? Or was it around Christmas? Anyways, this was a Pico that showed up. You could get free from the website. We got the arms. We got the Invictus flight jacket. Anyone who had an account during Invictus should have one of those. The True Def core. This is the Civilian Defense Corps. So this is the core that arrived during Xeno Threat. We got the Ardent Balefire legs. Got a Drake Dragonfly. I did know about that. And the Ardent Balefire core. So there are arms and there are a helmet that goes with the CDF. I think it's possibly, was it this one? No. So it's that suit, and maybe it is that helmet. Maybe it is this helmet. Is the helmet that came with the Xeno Threat. So first that. Also, I forgot to look. That's not there. I want this one. Okay, we are starting with 125,000 UEC, which is more than normal, more than what a starting player with their first account may have. And I think this has to do with having taken part in Xenothreat, because Xenothreat, people were making millions and millions, and then right after Xenothreat they said, oh, by the way, we're wiping all the accounts. They said they'd be giving some back, and I wonder if this is what they're giving back. And I'm wondering if someone didn't reach the veteran level, if they got less. I don't know how much money they gave, or if that's why I have it 125,000. I'm not sure about that. It's not a ton of money at all. I should be able to rent a couple things if I wanted to. Not even enough to buy a rock. A rock is about 174. So really not a lot of money. But it's going to allow me to get a little bit of extra gear. So I'm going to go into here and just double check. I do have an Aurora. I still don't know where that Aurora came from. Very interesting. So that's the gear I'm starting out with. Starting out with just that gear and some money. So I'm going to go buy a little bit of extra gear as part of preparing for this. I'm going to get myself the multi-tool, and I'll show you here where I get the multi-tool, but we're just going to assume that I'm starting out with the multi-tool. So I'm going to wait for this elevator, and then we're going to head to Tammy & Sons to get some tools. So we're going to head to admin. So anyone who is starting out in Lorville Admin is easy to get to. It's easy to get to the trams, and it's easy to get to admin. You come out, you take this left here. If I go down there, I'm heading towards the trams. I'm just heading over these stairs, and I'll be going into the trams. But I'm going to actually head this way, down these stairs. You can see it says security there. We're going to take a right, and there's the admin office. So that's where you find the admin office. It's where you can sell some items, like Hadnite, Dulvine, Aphrite. We're going to head down these stairs here. Going here, and you can see that's not where I want to go. I'm already turned around a little bit. There we go. We're going to go here. We're going to buy some gear. So you could go to these touchscreens, or you can buy things directly from the location. So I want to buy a multi-tool. I'm going to buy that. It's going to be 453 Alpha UEC. I'm going to cancel that. I'm also going to buy the mining attachment. The reason why I'm canceling it is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to buy it this way. I'm going to see if I can just buy two at once. Miscellaneous supplies, weapons, multi-tool. Buy. So let's buy 3 of those. It's going to cost me 1,359, and the reason why, I'll get into a moment about why I am buying 3 of those. And we're going to find the mining attachment. Should be in attachments here. Orbit mining attachment. Buy. Get 3 of those. It's going to be another 1,024. And then let's get personal weapon, combat knife, frag grenade. Gonna get a couple of quick flares. They're under weapons because they're held and you can throw them like a grenade. Gonna get 5 of those for 125. Confirm. We've got a frag pistol. Would that be the best weapon to get? Maybe. So frag pistol. Magazine size 8. How do I know what magazines go with this? Does anyone know? Well, I'll buy one of these anyways. Confirm. And then attachment, sniper magazine, missile launcher, arc light pistol battery, but I don't have an arc light. I have frag pistol, SMG, shotgun, LH86. No. Why can't I? Oh, salvo frag pistol magazine. There we go. So we're gonna get a few of those. Am I not seeing it? They should really say what magazine it says size 8, but they should give the name, unless maybe the names of the magazines are all in there. There we go. We got a pistol. We don't really need it right now. Undersuit. I'm going to be heading into some hot areas, so I'm going to get a Pembroke Undersuit, which is the new heat-resistant armor. And remember, the Pembroke Undersuit, another 10,000 for that. And we go armor, we need the helmet. Why doesn't that let me? So I'm going to go back away, go back in here. Armor, there you go, helmets. I'm going to go Pembroke with that also. So I'm spending a little more than I would have normally in my beginning, but I'm going to start out, I'm just buying this so I don't have to buy it later. Just to understand what I'm doing. I'm going to start out doing some things that anyone can do. They don't need all this gear to do the first thing to do. And I'm going to show you how to make money starting out without doing the hand mining, without doing any type of mining. No special tools. All you need is your ship, and you can start working. Now, I'm going to get the Novikov backpack because it holds the most. So I'll buy one of those and confirm. So now we have a bunch of things. We have all our weapons all our armor. How much money do I have left? Let's check. Still got over 100,000. Still got 104,000. We can spend a little more. We can spend. Why not? We're gonna get some armor. We're gonna get torso. I like green. 4,000. Confirm. I'm gonna get another backpack. The rucksack or this one. They're all the same size. So we'll get this one here, the gray one, because I like it. Confirm. And that's it. That's all I'm buying. I'm not buying the arms and legs. I'm not buying that extra protection. I'm not buying an extra helmet because we already have some helmets. So that is it. That is my main preparations for the series. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about what's changed. So I showed you that you can't really put things on using mobiGlas anymore. I can see the items. So now that I'm here, you can see in Lorville, here's all the items. Now when it says it's in Lorville, currently it's also in the station above. So Lorville and Evers Harbor, or Port Tressler and New Babbage. All those, Port Olisar and Orion, share the inventory. So if something is in Lorville, it's up there. When you chose your starting location, you chose where you were going to have all your gear stored. And I just bought more stuff. You can see it's there. If I now travel to another location, let's say I travel to any of the cities. If I travel to Area 18 or if I travel to Microtech and I buy something there, that item is stored there. So then when I open up Knickknacks, I would have Hurston, and I'd also have like Microtech, or I'd also have ArcCorp. And if I go to a moon and I have something stored there, it would show up that it's stored there. So if I buy this Pembroke armor, which I just did, and then I decide I want to wear it, I'm going to have to come back to Lorville in order to put on armor. If I buy it in one of the mining stations, like if I buy it in, say, Faithful Dream, I'm going to have to transfer to that station in order to get that armor and put it on. Everything now has become physicalized, and that is why I bought all those multi-tools. Because when I die, and invariably I'm going to die, and I'm holding a multi-tool in my hand, I either have to get back to that body and retrieve it before someone else loots it, or it's gone. I have now lost it. That is the big difference. To get your inventory now, hold F, right-click, and click Personal Inventory, and that loads it up. Or tap I. Tapping I loads up your inventory, and there it is. So this is everything currently in this location. You can filter it. You can go like, I want to see just my utility items, which is, there's my Pyro multi-tool. I'll drag it onto my character. Now, it's just the multi-tool, so I'm going to have to remember to take the orbiting mining attachment, drag that onto it, and now it's on there. So now I actually have the multi-tool with the orbit attachment on there. You could also get a health attachment. I really should have bought one of those, but I'll have to get one later. Or a health tool. We got a med pen. I got one of those. You can go check on weapons. Yeah, I'm going to have my gun. Put my gun on there. Now, if I was to die here, or if I was to hold backspace because I got stuck somewhere, I would lose my stuff unless I ran back out and looted my body. So that's what it's going to take in order to be able to use the inventory system here. Is if you die, you got to run back and get your items, and you're not going to spawn in your hab. You're going to spawn in a clinic or a hospital. That's what's happening now. So those are the huge changes, and that's why I bought also an extra chest piece and some more backpacks, because I'm starting out with the Balefire backpack that arrived with CitizenCon. But not only is that something that if I lose, I won't be able to get back, at least until the next patch, but also, if I'm wearing it, people right away are going to know that I'm wearing it. Right away, they're going to... let's go... Utility, make sure I put everything back in there. Does this one of them tell me that it has that orbit attachment in it? Maybe not. Anyways, but I'll show you the new armor. So I'm gonna go to armor, and I'm gonna put the helmet on its own. So if I put this helmet on, this helmet here, you can see this is what I was talking about. It's a cool looking, like, kind of insectoid helmet. I like how it looks. However, when I put the chest on, that cowl now appears on the back. So see how that changes? No cowl, cowl. That's how it changes. Also, you notice as soon as I put that chest piece on, I'm getting inventory up here. so I can then put items into this inventory or take it out. If you want a little extra inventory, I can take the backpack, stick it on the back. Now I'm wearing my backpack. That'll pop up over here. Now I have the backpack with all its inventory, the core armor. Legs have inventory, arms do not have inventory. So now you can see leg armor, core armor, backpack, all the inventory. If I'm in the ship, I'll have like the ship inventory here and the local inventory over here. You can switch things out, but you can no longer do this willy-nilly out in the field. If you don't have things on you, if you don't have things stored in your ship, you're not going to be able to store the items that you're finding here. So let's do it this way. So inventory is really cool how it works now. However, it's going to take a lot more planning. So this series is going to be very interesting with the amount of planning that I'm going to have to do in order to have myself prepared. Can I not put that helmet on? There you go. Wrong angle. Let's do this backpack. So there we are. Backpack, multi-tool.
Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines.
I'm assuming that one has the attachment on it. Attachment sold separately. That one's got the attachment on it. There we go. So if I do that, is another one being attached? Yeah, there we go. So I'm just making sure it was attached. I'm going to put, is this a quick flare? No, it's a med plan. Weapons. Quick flare. How do I attach this? No. Well, I can carry one with me. Can I? Is splitting work? Splitting. So right clicking on items, splits items. I click split. Perfect. For a while that wasn't working and you couldn't split items, but now I put 2 med pens, or 2, I should say, quick flares in my backpack until I figure that out, and that's it. Only about maybe 15 minutes of me kind of doing some preparations, and now I am ready to go. I'm ready to start out. We still got almost 100,000, 98,000, and we are on our way. We're gonna get a new job. I guess I'm gonna have to go groveling back to work for Hurston Dynamics for a while, but we are now going to be earning money in the game again with our most basic packages. And I got an Aurora. Like I said, I don't know why, but we're just going to assume that the Aurora is something I'm going to have at least for a little while. So I'm going to use it, and we're going to start making money. Maybe I'll start out with some bounty missions and earn some money that way. To show you that there's a way to earn money with just your ship. Once we've earned enough money that you could conceivably join me and doing something a little bit more, like doing some hand mining by buying some equipment, I'm going to switch to that. And that's where we'll start. So if there's any specific thing you want me to try, or any way that you want me to earn money in game, or at least attempt to, bearing in mind that I might not know what I'm doing, send me a message and I'll give it a go. I'm pretty much willing to try anything. To earn money in the game and to try out some of the newer features. But the newest feature right now is definitely inventory, so be very careful with the new inventory. It's going to be very easy to spend money that you don't have. Oh, is that a caterpillar? There, look at that. That's cool. I love how it tells me there's an elevator over there for me to get on. Are they landing? This is what I love about this game. As soon as server meshing shows up and there's going to be like a ton of ships all flying around at the same time, this is going to be so amazing. So I'm going to leave you here as I watch this caterpillar either land or take off, whatever it's planning on doing. And I will see you soon. It is definitely landing. Check out those legs. It's so cool. I'll see you soon in the verse. Thanks for watching. Bye.